I want to say that the actions we took, it is better late than never. And even when we were saying we were going to resolve this thing as a family, it became very clear that there was no way we could resolve it as a family, because the BOT, in their last resolve to settle the matter, set up the Ambassador Hassan Adamu Committee for Reconciliation, which had Mike Ogiadome as the secretary, to try to broker some peace and reconciliation within the two camps. Now, Hassan Adamu approached Wike, the committee approached Wike.
All right.
He said there are one of his conditions is that we must agree that we are not going to field a presidential candidate in 2027. That is the only condition that he will allow peace, or that this is a fight to finish. This is what he said. And so we cannot wait for a fight to finish.
Yes.
And we can't wait for a fight to finish.
Yes.
We have to end the fight.
What's up, my people? Another day, another Tory way concern Nigeria, and this time around, as it gets to do with the FCT minister Ezebunwon in some Wike. This time, PDP don't finally reveal waiting the Pepe Wike for body, waiting make am they insist say it must see to the end of PDP. In fact, according to PDP, then go rather make the fight end now, or make it no end, make it instead of to drag till later. So did you know that Wike actually gave a big party like PDP a condition that the only reason he will stop to drag them now if they agree, say they no go field the presidential candidate for 2027. That means it is clear from day one that the reason why almost all the opposition parties they in turmoil now because of the presidential ambition of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for 2027. Because how else do you explain this? So PDP come out and talk, say, oh, we could give them a series of conditions, about 2 conditions we go make peace day. And one of that condition I say, may PDP agree, say they no go field a presidential candidate. To what end? At whose expense and at whose benefit? Or to whose benefit? That's not the question we people they ask. So asking a political party that was once in power, where you feel, say you pledge your loyalty to, where you they talk, say, we don't make you everything where you be so far. Because of whatever thing you feel, say you they gain from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu hand, you they vow, say PDP no go ever get presidential candidate. Now the only condition you give them. So is that to say that both Sam Ayawo, Ayodele Fayoshi and the rest of them, all of them join together, they support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? And that means President Tinubu is resolute not to see a contender. You see, when we talk about this thing, it good make we even put them in perspective. Is this really election? If you feel, say, you dey popular, no vex so. To test your popularity, no be to make sure, say, make everybody contest. Make you see who then go vote past me. The same card where be say Wike play for River State for 2019, where he make sure say APC no get any candidates. Now the same thing where be say it they do now with the PDP by asking PDP and giving them the condition, say make them make sure say they no feel the presidential candidates to favor President Bola Ahmed Tinubu so that he will come back for 2027. I thought we said that the president is very popular and he's somebody who is rugged in politics. Person way they very popular for politics. Would you rather shut out people? You go rather shut out opposition, or you rather show your might with the opposition? Make you see who then go vote pass. If not be me, then go vote. That's the question. So how can you say you're popular? How can you say you're so good in politics? But then what you do is to make sure that you break your opposition. Make sure the opposition not even contest. Knowing fully well that if your opposition contests, it will hard you to win. Is that not cowardice? That's what people are saying. People are saying, is that not pure cowardice? So the game plan is to make sure that no formidable presidential candidates exists for 2027, we go fit compete with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That looks like it, because going by this revelation by PDP, saying that the condition where Wike give, that means that's what all of this game has been about, to ensure that no candidate day will go fit battle Tinubu for 2027. That's just what all of this drama, what's in they happen for Labour Party, what's in they happen for PDP, what's in they happen for NNPP, everywhere, everything where they happen is just geared towards ensuring, or geared towards rather, ensuring that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the sole contender for the 2027 election, so that even if he be say any other person go to contest with them, they feel say okay, Shawari no get too much crowd making contest any other person. So why do you think that Shawari's party, for instance, does not have this kind of crisis? Because they no see Shawari as somebody where be say go fit battle them, so they leave them. But any other party within the see we go fit battle them, they make sure they put scatter for those party so that they no go exist. This not be politics. No wonder some people don't come carry waka enter inside the United States. I beg you, come Wike and co. They don't end democracy for Nigeria, because it's this democracy where you make sure that you cripple opposition, make sure opposition does not exist. Now only you 9 get mounts. Are you kidding me? Well, I want you to listen to this full video interview where chieftain of the PDP, they explain exactly what happened, and the legality of the convention will happen will lead to the expulsion of Wike and co. on Saturday, whether it is legal or not. Because he mentioned a lot of things. He mentioned, say, the convention where we see Julius Abure as the chairman of Labour Party today. INEC no attend, but INEC still they recognize them, because they go court, they make INEC recognize them. INEC recognize them. INEC no go fit do differently when they reach PDP. Good a thing. There is already judgment where they serve as accidents. There is already judgment. Make we also look waiting that Supreme Court talk with Supreme Court to tell Labour Party say come on internal matter and are supposed to solve them. Make we no call us put inside. Make we look whether you go reach this PDP turn now, then go change leg. Matter like a bracket so go talk about it. Oh yeah, make we go watch that interview. Thank you so much. I'd love to see your thoughts and reactions after your word.
We were at the stadium, and the master of ceremony brought some people, displayed them, and said, "These are INEC officials." Immediately, I tweeted that the INEC officials are here. Moments later, Senator Bala Mohammed, the governor of Bauchi State, came on stage and collected the microphone and said, "No, these are not INEC observers. These are national election observers." So, in order not to be caught in the web, for people to begin to see whether I lied, So I quickly now issued out a statement to say that Bola corrected it. This is what he said. Now, it is to send out the correct information out there, so that I will not be accused of complicity in issuing my statements on X. So, and secondly, the issue of whether INEC presence or absence will put to question the convention. It's not correct. The Electoral Act is very clear. It says INEC may attend. And in the convention that brought in Abure, INEC did not attend. They did not attend. And they said they were not going to recognize Abure. He went to court, got an order, and INEC said, in obedience to that order, we are recognizing him. And as I'm speaking to you now, up to now, the name of Abure is on the portal of INEC as the duly recognized chairman of Labour Party. Now, these are to put the perspectives for people to understand that the coming of INEC will not validate or invalidate the convention. The statutory requirements for the convention, which was to give them 21-day notice, has been given. And we have gone ahead to hold our convention in compliance with statutory court orders. The last court order that was issued was on Friday, around 2:30, by Justice A.L. Akintola of the Oyo State High Court, who has a jurisdiction to entertain the matter and who has been entertaining the matter. And as a lawyer, the principle of last in, So it gives us that leverage to conduct our convention. Secondly, on the issue of Wike and the rest, carrying the party on their shoulders, and that the actions we took was coming a little bit too late. I want to say that the actions we took, it is better late than never. And even when we were saying we were going to resolve this thing as a family, it became very clear that there was no way we could resolve it as a family, because the BOT, in their last resolve to settle the matter, set up the Ambassador Hassan Adamu Committee for Reconciliation, which had Mike Ogiadome as the secretary, to try to broker some peace and reconciliation within the two camps, because I don't want to call them faction. A faction has been described by the Electoral Act that a court must recognize one of the two as a faction before you can call it a faction. So it's just, you know, an internal dispute within us. And I think Wike almost said so in his interview on national television, where he said it's a dispute among family members. Now, having said all this, now Hassan Adamu approached Wike, the committee approached Wike.
All right.
He said there are two, one of his conditions is that we must agree that we are not going to field a presidential candidate in 2027. That is the only condition that he will allow peace, or that this is a fight to finish. This is what he said. And so we cannot wait for a fight to finish.
Yes. And
we can't wait for a fight to finish.
Yes.
We have to end the fight.
Yes, I'm sure you can predict that he will put up a fight to the finish, as you already said. But beyond Wike and the lack of INEC being present at the convention over the weekend, there were also some states that were not represented: Osun State, Taraba State, and Rivers State.
Osun was there, Deputy Governor.
The delegates from that state and the governor from the state wasn't there. River State, Taraba State were not there at the convention. These are critical areas to look into as to whether or not the PDP still has a standing, especially ahead of 2027. Earlier we talked about the fact that the convention demonstrated that the PDP was literally dead, and it would be difficult to see how you would be able to bounce back and bring all stakeholders together. Compounding the matter was the expulsion of these 11 prominent and political heavyweights, if you put it that way, influential political figures in the PDP, led by Nyesom Wike, Ayo Fayose, Samuel Anyanwu. How is the PDP going to survive a deluge of what we're going to say as court cases, dissents from members, within membership of your party? Can the PDP survive this?
Okay, let me first and foremost address the issue of the delegates. The expected number of delegates from our delegate list, which the accreditation committee, verified, is 3,131 delegates are expected at the convention. But a total of 2,745 delegates were present. This is excluding the Taraba delegates who came late. They came into the stadium late after the accreditation has been done and voting had already commenced. So there was no way they could have been accredited, and so they could not perform their statutory responsibility. However, the number of states from the accreditation committee report that didn't show up are only two: Jigawa State and Sokoto State. All other states were present.
Was River State present?
Either complete.
Was River State
yes,
present?
Yes, River State was present because, yes, you see, your judgment is that because Wike is in charge of Rivers, there are no delegates in Rivers that are not with Wike.
I mean, if you give the facts, it's not because of Wike.
For instance, okay, let me state it. You see, we have a lot of people like Senator Lee Meba is a delegate. We have Uche Secondos is a delegate. They are not together with this. We have Celeste Omeha is a delegate. Austin Okpara is a delegate. They are all from Rivers. and there are other such delegates under them. So they are most likely to come there, and they were there. It's not all the delegates that were there, but some delegates were there from Rivers State.
Okay.
Okay.
And the last question you asked is that we expelled heavyweights. In our party, everybody is a heavyweight if you can help us win election. We did not believe that anybody is not important. Everybody has his areas of importance and how he can play it. Now, we cannot accept people who will openly disparage our party, try to kill it, and then we now say we cannot do anything because they are heavyweights. We have to do something and to salvage our party. And our party is the largest party in Nigeria. It is the largest party with all the structures. It is a party that has not changed name. It has not changed logo. It has not changed anything. It is the party that is still subsisting. And it is not a carcass.
Okay.
It's not a carcass.
Okay. You said your party is the largest party in Nigeria. Do you have empirical proof for that? Is it bigger than the APC now as we speak? Because the APC too makes that claim. That's what I'm asking.
Well, I don't...
Do you have empirical proof for that?
Okay, the APC...
How many
the
governors
APC
do you
is
have?
making a claim. No, is that the measure of knowing the strength of the
that's an
political
aside
party?
question.
The number, no. I want to ask you: is that the measure of knowing the strength of a political party because they have governors and we don't have governors?
That's one of the
Now,
measures. That's one of the measures. In fact, the governor of Taraba is leaving soon. Is leaving on Wednesday here, so it's a strong measure. If you lose governors, if you hemorrhage governors, then it shows that you're not popular. So that's one of the measures. Yes. That's one of the measures. By the way, can I also ask you about...
No, please, let me address this. Let me address this, please. Yes. Let me address this, yes. Now, let me tell you that because a governor who was elected under the PDP leaves for another party, transferring our mandate to another party does not make him popular or does not make the other party popular. It is called poaching. Now, when you poach our members, that is not to say we are out of circulation with the public who voted him. The people who voted him because he was PDP are still there. They have not followed him to anywhere. So the measure of our popularity is measured by our acceptance by members of the public and not by the governors or by the president or, or any of the
if you will let me respond. When somebody that came on your platform left your platform and went to another party, it's an indictment. It's an indictment that your platform is no longer popular, that nobody cares about your platform again, and your platform has become a joke. The PDP is a joke today. The question I want to ask you now is about Fubara. Do you people still even consider the man, Fubara, as part of your party? Because nobody even extended anything to him. Is he still part of your party, or when is he going to complete his transfer window? Because, what's it called? The governor of Taraba, I'm sure, already has the medicals now. They've already agreed the transfer fee. It's just going to be unveiled on Wednesday.
Well, Profile, let me ask you, are you a football fan?
Yes, I'm a lover of football. Yeah, I love football.
Okay, so I can see you are using football terminology.
Yeah, football terminology, yes. Are you people still in talks with Fubara? Because he doesn't even seem to mind you guys these days again.
No. Fubara, you know the situation.
What's the situation?
He has been caged. And he has been caged, and you know it. You know that all the landmines that were placed before him to make him not be interested in participating in politics. You know that all the landmines that were placed before him to make him not be interested in participating in politics is there. Buhari is neither here nor there. He has not come out publicly to say he's no longer a member of PDP. And that is why in our program of activities at the convention, his picture was there, because he's still a member of the PDP, unless he says otherwise. Now you just told me that the governor of Taraba has just mentioned that he is completing his medicals, going on transfer to APC. That makes him, an outgoing member of the PDP. He has already made a declaration Fufara is yet to make any declaration, and as far as we are concerned, he's still a member of the PDP, and there is nothing we can say other than to say he's still a member.
Did you people call him for this convention? Has anybody in the PDP spoken on the phone with him leading up to this last convention and asked him why was he not there, or was he going to come?
No, there was I don't think there was that need for us to, because it is an invitation that is extended to every member of the party. You are at liberty to come.
Well, when I don't hear as they explain everything will happen for inside the PDP convention, and of course the role Wike they play, and maybe why Wike the insistence to make sure say PDP scatter. That's not the matter. Now why they sort all the party, they say who are they? Why is Peter Obi not going to settle his party? Because they don't gather people together to make sure say no party get ahead. Why? For their own selfish interest. Kindly drop your thoughts and reactions here. I'd really love to know how you feel about this. Drop your thoughts, drop your comments, your reactions. Remember to like and share and also subscribe. I love you guys. See you later. Bye.